Bro, we got coffee, we got guang guang. What else do you need? Let's roll.
Hello everyone, Guang Guang here. It's great to be back with you all.
My boy guang guang. What we got?
After Locke's powers went wild and drained the Grand Garden, the crocodile portal they had just planted, which was the only way home for her and Gambit, withered away. Now, with the elders of the universe.
Bro, that mantis skin in the back? Yo, I'm peeping game. Also, you notice there's like hands coming out. Is this gonna be like a new zombie mode maybe? Maybe just different? I don't, would they drop that so soon? Would you guys want a new zombie mode like right now, or you guys are like, I'ma chill on that?
On their trail, Gambit has no choice but to take Locke to the one place he's familiar with in this strange realm, the Collector's Museum. To catch the returning thieves, the Collector has dispatched two of his top mercenaries, Deadpool and Elsa Blackstone. But Deadpool's betrayal has thrown the entire museum into chaos.
Bro, this is a nice little story though. I like this. This is pretty good.
In Season 6, Deadpool joins Marvel Rivals. Deadpool is a...
Oh, you can't march a genius like me into a single
Oh, that's
class.
clean.
I'm versatile, baby. Hey, take a break, boss. Your new pal Wade will handle this one himself.
This is clean.
We've gotten too comfortable.
He walked
with
off set.
these
I'm
last
done.
few seasons. Now it's time for a little Deadpool here.
Yo, my man's
Dear
yoked.
rivals, Deadpool here. I've heard all your non-stop complaining online about how the game needs more vanguards and strategists. But
True.
designing a superhero is a super stressful process. And poor Ji-Young has already lost most of his hair. So,
That's
I asked him to put me in the game early and take some work off his plate. Little did he know, I was messing with my code to give you whiners the best solution possible. So now, I'm a duelist. And a vanguard. And a strategist. Ah! A Marvel 3-in-1, baby! Okay, so I've got dual swords and dual pistols, so you can call me a duelist. Who wrote this film? Shots fired from afar, turning a mincemeat up close. And Colossus and Juggernaut will lose their minds knowing I'm going to be a vanguard first. Because I've got a unicorn plushie to give out shields.
I mean,
My trusty pistols and katanas can now either deal damage to my enemies or heal my pals while I'm a strategist, because you all asked for me to be able to do that. Now, no matter which way you play with me, as the battle
he was gonna
rages
say
on,
something like
yours
that.
truly will level up, just like those nerdy RPGs, gaining XP and upgrading abilities till I become a true server admin. Unlike other lamos, I charge up my ultimate ability faster depending on how fancy you fight. Then, all bets are on. Whoever receives my challenge, frenemies or even yourself, will be feeling more pressure than my colon after a dozen chimichangas.
that's nasty, bro.
But depending on how they score on my ultimate test, I'll gain a big ol' buff according to the role I'm playing.
Wait, this is wild. What?
It sounds like I'm gonna be one hell of a playmate.
It sounds like,
I
yeah.
don't know why anyone would ever play as any of these other losers again.
That's toxic.
Well, except maybe Jeff.
Good
Oh,
point.
no.
Maybe I should add Ziyong to increase all your cooldowns.
You know what? Forget what I said. I'm sure I'll blend right into your
That's
already
funny.
impressive roster. Anyway, gotta go before I get nerfed.
That's
See you
hilarious.
soon, kids!
That's funny. What I'm gonna say is I think Deadpool is gonna be one of those characters that are A, very hard to play, but B, he might not actually be as good as he looks. And that means he's gonna be a very hit or miss character. He's gonna be either insanely OP or he's gonna be stretched so thin because he's good at everything. Usually characters that have more than one direction are generally not that good because they're so flexible. You know, the more flexible you are, the less potent your character usually is. However, if your character is very good at one particular thing, it is very good at that one particular thing. So I'm curious to see how he's going to work. I already know a lot of lobbies are about to have Deadpool all up in it. I would love to play him, but let me be honest, he's probably not going to be playable for a while, and he's probably going to be banned a lot just because people don't want him on their team. So hopefully, character's going to be so hard that everybody sucks, and then they're going to play in, and then I can play him. I'm just saying, if that's usually the route that I want to go, personally. But you guys know I stream it on Friday, the new patch, every single time on Friday. We all play together, and we can all share playing the new character, so make sure you hop in on that when I do stream on Friday. But let's get back into the video.
That's right. Deadpool will be a triple role hero in Marvel Rivals. Of course, in quick and competitive modes, only one Deadpool can appear on each side. A new convoy map, Museum of Contemplation, will launch with the January 29th update.
Honestly, I just forgot to say this. I figured that was going to be what Deadpool does, but what I thought was that they would make Deadpool, Gwenpool, and just another Deadpool. So you would have Deadpool, DPS, Gwenpool, support, and then you would have like I keep wanting to say Daredevil, Deadpool on Vanguard. That's what I thought, but it's pretty similar. No? Anyway, let's continue.
Can Deadpool have locked escape? What fate awaits the monsters lurking in the museum? Stay tuned.
Photo mode in the Clobbering Club.
Times Square has been a fan favorite since it launched. In Season 6, we're introducing photo mode. Adjust your camera angle, choose your favorite filters, and capture those
This is pretty cool. But does this mean that...
After the January 29th update...
Wait, does this mean that what we seen in the trailer when he took a picture, that wasn't part of his kit? Surely it was, or was that just... No, surely it was. It wasn't an animation. Surely?
Times Square will also get a new area, the Clobbering Club. Change others to duels here, and if you spend a small amount of units, your match will be broadcast live on the big screens in Times Square.
That's pretty cool. Wait. Whoa, we're gonna go back. Because hold up.
Square will also get a new area, the Clobbering Club. Change others to duels here, and
that's
if you
cool.
spend a small amount of units, your match will be broadcast live on the big screens in Times Square.
That's pretty cool. Hero proficiency? Okay.
After 5 seasons, many of you have already reached load with one or more heroes.
Definitely.
In Season 6,
Oh!
we are giving the hero proficiency system a major upgrade, so you can further showcase your skills. We are raising the cap for each hero and adding rewards like units, unstable molecules, lane plates, titles, lane plate frames, badges, dynamic avatars, and more.
I'm hyped, bro. Wait. But does this mean all the Lord points that we accumulate, does that go towards this already? Or we have to basically all start from Lord scratch? You know what I mean? Because you already have points after Lord. But are they going to be like, all right, just because you accumulated these doesn't mean you unlock them already? Or does that mean you do? An animated one? Oh my God. Oh my God. Guang. Sometimes I just can't handle it, Guang. I just can't handle it. Sometimes you just do so much, but you still don't delete Magic, Iron Fist, or Jeff, and I just don't understand why, but you do so much for us. Thank you.
For Season 6, we've prepared a batch of adorable new accessories for Deadpool, Rogue,
Cap,
Doctor Strange,
Cap,
Blade,
Cap,
Squirrel Girl,
Cap,
Iron Man,
Cap,
Captain America,
yes,
Daredevil, Black Panther,
let's go.
and Storm.
Let's go.
This will be released with the new update.
Let's go.
Starting with Season 6, we are giving factions in the Marvel Rivals Championship even richer rewards. Top factions will still earn cash prizes, while others at every ranking can now win different amounts of units.
Let's go.
Split among all members. Lane plates and sprays will also be awarded to factions who make it to open qualifiers and actively participate.
Okay.
We've also
for those of you that actually like doing this, I said before in my Discord and I said before on stream, I'm planning to do 2 things. One is going to be a Marvel Rivals boot camp. This is going to be where we learn the fundamentals and all that extra good stuff. You're going to play matches, you're going to sign up for it. It's going to be fun. The other one is going to be a faction on PC and console. So there's going to be a faction on PC because we can't play together, obviously. But I don't think I'm going to play. I don't know yet. But what I want to do is I want to coach a team. You guys used to know I used to professionally coach League of Legends. And I thought it'd be really, really fun to have like a series with you guys while I coach you guys and and as you guys climb as a team in the ranks and the factions and whatnot. So if you want to participate in any of those, make sure you subscribe, that way you're notified, and of course join the Discord, because a lot of my announcements are there. If you want to join the boot camp or want to join the faction stuff and be on my team, you guys can play like that. But anyway, let's continue. I just thought I should mention that.
Completely redesigned the MRC nameplate emblems to cover more rankings, and this will be permanently saved.
College student. Wait, I'm not a college student.
In Season 6,
I used to be.
verified
Not no more,
college
though.
students.
I'm going to skip this just so we don't waste a lot of time,
will share
because I
the
talk a lot.
latest- Now, I will hand it over
Alright.
to Zhiyu, who will share the latest on Season 6 team-up ability changes.
All right, give me a solo duo mode, okay, or Force 222. Just hear me out, or both. That's fine too. Anyway, Xiong, take it away.
And balance updates.
Hey Rebels, I'm Zuyong. Season 5
My
is
boy.
coming to a close and it's been truly unforgettable. We released lots of exciting new content and received passionate feedback from all of you. Season 6 is almost here, and as Guang Guang mentioned earlier, we are committed to bring you even more thrilling updates. Now, let me walk you through all the team-up ability changes
What you got
and
for me?
balance adjustments coming your way.
What you got? Dynamic evolution of team ups and abilities. Dynamic evolution. He's back. He's
Penny
back.
Parker is the team-up anchor. When this team-up is activated, Spider-Man receives a web bomb. Once the bomb is activated, it starts a countdown.
He's back.
If Spider-Man throws the bomb before the countdown ends, it deals arrow damage and applies spider chases to
That's-
enemies in the radius.
That's pretty cool.
If he does not throw it, he instead gains a web cluster charge and a small amount of bonus health.
That's pretty cool too. Yo, this is a hot Spider-Man change. I'm not even mad at it.
Deadpool is the anchor here. When activated, Jeff spits out a toy that sprays water around it, healing nearby allies and creating a visual interference effect for enemies in its area of effect.
Okay, that is actually a pretty decent team up for this character. And it's very easy for them to use. So there's not a lot of bad Jeffs that can't use it. I like that.
We are also bringing back one of Doctor Strange's previous team-up abilities in a new form. This will arrive in Season 6.5.
That's it, Guang Guang. How you gonna leave us hanging? How you gonna leave us hanging like that? I think that's cool though. I'm looking forward to Season 7 team-ups. Or Season 6.5 team-ups. I feel like we didn't get a lot of team-ups. Oh, there's adjustments. I didn't even look at this. Let's continue.
The ever-burning bond is being put out and will be removed completely. Penny Parker is disconnecting from the Rocket Network.
I was literally saying that on the stream a couple of days ago. I told the chat, I was like, they need to remove the Penny team up, like without a doubt. It's just, the thing is, it's a bad way to compensate for a bad character. I don't think the design for Penny Parker is bad, but what we're doing was saying that she's so bad, let's give her a team up that makes her ridiculously OP. And I don't think that was the right direction. And obviously the team up was good and it was fun, but I don't think it should have lasted so long because it was so strong. It was so strong in all ranks. So I'm glad they're removing her from that. And hopefully we can see some great changes with Penny that will make her a little bit better. I bit my tongue. I'm so excited. I honestly don't know what they would do to Penny. Maybe they could just give her 2 nests by herself and just make them weaker. Make the range a little bit shorter and make them weaker. That could probably make her a little bit better. I'm pretty sure they learned a lot from the team up, and I'm pretty sure that they're going to incorporate something to make it so that she can kind of keep an aspect of that team up, but just not make her so ridiculously OP or so ridiculously easy to counter. You know what I mean? Oh, what we got?
In Season 5, we made bold changes to the overall game environment,
Did they?
aiming to deliver a fresh experience.
Did they?
First, with Gambit and Rogue joining the roster, their ability to grant ultimate charge acceleration
I guess they
or
did.
absorb ultimate energy led to new shifts in match pacing. Second, we buffed the stats or mechanics of most heroes.
Oh yeah, they
making
did.
regular combat even more intense. Together, These changes made ultimate-based teamfights more frequent and compact, transforming ability interactions from formulaic exchanges to battles that test players' quick decision-making and battlefield awareness.
Now, I do understand what he's saying and what they did, but my issue is that with all these changes, there's a lot of characters being left in the dust. This typically happens a lot in a lot of games that has characters, to be honest. The more they release, the more they change and update other characters, some characters get left in the dust. And this is one where I was talking about Captain America. With the addition of Rogue and Gambit and just all this extra CC and all this burst damage and all that extra stuff and all the supports being able to heal more, and that is a character that just gets left in the dust. And there's a few other characters that technically get left in the dust as well. Ultimate base team fighting, it is kind of good, but at the same time, not every character's ultimate is the same in terms of value. And a lot of what we see now is that, well, you just kind of, especially at higher ranks, you just kind of lose if a support plays something poorly. And I don't know what the answer to that is, because it's not like we don't want supports to be able to change the tide of a fight, but we also don't want the tide of the fight to be lost because a support ults first or a support gets KO'd mid ult or something like that. The fact that other characters don't have the same value, it doesn't need to be within healing and shielding, but the fact that the other characters don't have the same value means that you kind of just lose. And yes, you can take an L on the first team fight and win the second team fight without ultimates, but some of these characters charge it so fast that a failed ultimate is a lost fight every single time. And the way that they changed the healers also, I feel like that made fights last a lot longer, which means, again, ult charges happen a little bit more faster. I don't know what they plan to do, like I said before. I think right now there's just way too much damage in the game. And I think there's way too much healing in the game. And it seems like it keeps teeter-tottering that way. It's like, there's not enough damage, let's buff damage. Then there's too much damage, let's buff heals. And it looks like it keeps doing this over and over and over. And I feel like tanks don't get tankier. So we're in a situation where tanks don't really have ways to KO anything unless someone is just super out of position for some reason, which it happens a lot, especially in lower ranks. I'm not saying it doesn't, but the higher you climb, the less tanks do. And the more your job is just, please don't get KO'd until the DPS and support can play the game. And a lot of the times your shield's getting broken through in 2 seconds. You're getting exploded in a second. And so I'm not saying tanks need to be tankier, because there's a lot of tanks that have a lot of movement, like Thor and the Thing, and people just sometimes can't aim properly, or Hulk and stuff like that. But I am saying that it shouldn't feel like when you're playing characters you get one shot. So you don't do damage and you're not really tanky. Have fun with tank. That's kind of what it is. But the problem is, if you have a bad tank, you lose almost all of your games anyway. And if you have a good tank, it's nice, but the tank can't really play the game. He's just sitting there. So the value of a good and bad tank is, do you get KO'd or do you not? And the rest of the game is kind of up to your team. Now, obviously, tanks do have potential to play the game, and I'm not saying you just AFK all game. But sometimes it feels like you can't really play the game, because if you make a mistake, you're going to get one shot, especially if your healers aren't really paying attention or they use an insane cooldown. I don't really know where I'm going with this conversation. I'm just explaining what it's like to not only play Vanguard, but to be a DPS or a healer with one that is either very good or not. Sometimes, especially once you're in the higher ranks, they don't really do much because they can't do much unless they play Thor, Rogue, or some of these other characters that are just all over the place. And I don't really think the characters that can't move around, I think the characters that can't move around a lot don't have a lot in their kit to really help them. Maybe they need a little bit more bonus stats, or I don't know, because I do know that there's pro play, and when you're on comms and stuff, when I climb, I don't use comms. So maybe that could be part of what my thought process is here, but I wouldn't know how they would fix it. I'm just saying what I've noticed. But I don't know how to actually say it in terms of balance, and I don't know how they would even go about fixing it without breaking the game. So that's pretty much where I'm at. But maybe they already realized this, and maybe they're having these changes happen later. I did see that someone was talking about a Captain America change, so I'm pretty sure that, or at least a buff to him. So I'm pretty sure that they already understand what I'm saying.
As strategies grew in importance, they were not only tasked with protecting teammates and providing buffs or debuffs, but also contributing damage and even initiating team fights. Strategies' ultimates are no longer limited to counterplay. They can now be used proactively to help secure teamfight victories. Looking at the entire season, most heroes saw their team dynamics shift after their buffs. For Vanguards, Groot and Magneto were standout frontline defenders. Groot's wooden walls, now that they provided unstoppable, let him strategically block enemy strategies' sidelines to cut off healing or stay safe while gaining unstoppable, making him more versatile. Magneto, empowered by his Gambit team-up and Double Bubbles, gained significant survivability and offensive power. Penny Parker also dominated on certain maps. For mobile Vanguards, Angela remains powerful. Newcomer Rogue and the reworked Thor also performed well.
Yeah.
Diverse.
I said this before, that all the characters that are rushed down, abuse that right now before the community starts figuring out how to beat it, because playing those characters are just free points. If you play Thor has always been broken, but people did not believe me for some reason. If you play Thor, if you play Rogue, if you play Thing, if you play all these rush down characters, it doesn't even have to be tank, it could be DPS as well. You will get free points. People do not know how to deal with pressure right now, and you'll be able to run people over like crazy. So abuse that now before it gets nerfed, or before the community starts to figure out what to do again. I think we had this type of season a long time ago, but a lot of the player base has left since then, or maybe they just forgot how to play against it, and so it's running rampant right now. I'd recommend playing that for sure.
Like Venom and Hulk found it harder to threaten the backline as strategies became stronger solo fighters. Therefore, heroes like Andra, Thor, and Rogue, who can split the battlefield and disrupt enemy formations, become even more effective in actual matches. For duelists, Daredevil, Hela, Phoenix, Star-Lord, and Winter Soldier stay highly competitive due to their strong stats and flexible team fit. Hawkeye, Moon Knight,
Hawkeye and Moon Knight, they have some issues,
and others noticeably improved compared to previous seasons. Iron Fist, Spider-Man, The Punisher, and Namor all had excellent performances in certain scenarios.
Yeah, I was gonna say Punisher is actually pretty dang decent.
We also noticed that some assassin-type heroes struggle against strong strategies Belak due to the meta shift.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a strategist thing, but I mean, he obviously has the data and obviously knows way more than me, but I'm just saying, like, in my perspective of my matches, I'm not saying it overall. For me, that's pretty much how it works. It's like either you one shot or don't. That's really the meta right now. Or again, you're playing a brawl hero, whether it's tank or DPS, and you're just very hard to hit because you're moving around a lot and you generate overshields. Overshields in this game, I think, is ridiculously OP, and they are going to need to either drop a character that can power through it pretty easily or take it away, or give it to a few more characters that can make tanking a little bit better for them. I don't know if I want the game to become an overshield fest, though, so I don't think that's the right direction. But yeah, that's pretty much the scenario. Like, either you one shot or you don't. This is like I said, where it was like Hulk has a better time than Cap, but you know, Hulk or Cap or Venom, unless you can secure the KO with the headshots into the, you know, the tether and whatnot. Like, a lot of these dive characters don't really have enough damage to one bang anymore because of the strategist changes, or just the incredible amount of CC. The incredible amount of CC. So unless you have overshield, like Magic, Iron Fist, you have a vulnerability, you can move around more, Thor, stuff like that. Unless you have any of that in your kit, you're pretty much a sitting duck and you can't KO anything. So we're talking about like Black Panther. We're talking about, I mean, he does get a little bit of overshield, but you guys know what I mean. He can't KO through certain healers. You have characters like Cap who can't KO through the Thing. That's a lie. He can, but like Hulk can't. Like, there's some characters who just realistically cannot KO even if they wanted to, unless the enemy team is playing really horribly. And so either you're a one-shot character or you're a character that's so annoying and moving around and stuff like that where it allows your team to be able to take people out, or you're able to secure a KO just by getting to the backline or something because someone's low or something like that. That's typically what you see. You're either annoying or you one-shot. There's not really much in between when it comes to things at this point, damage-wise.
Finally, strategists. Gambit was the top pick this entire season. His utility, solo ability, strong damage, and healing made him the most dominant strategist. Lucky was the best partner for Gambit, whether as a strategist duo or in a triple support lineup with Mantis. Ultron, after getting 2 drones in Season 5.5, became a solid pick.
Yeah, he was good before, but 2 drones was good.
Strategists who rely heavily on team support or whose ultimate abilities couldn't keep up with the aggressive tempo
Adam Warlock for
found
sure.
themselves struggling to make an impact in the fast-paced meta.
What do we got?
For Season 6, our goal is to further intensify regular combat by weakening the solo strength of some strategists and boosting certain mobile heroes.
I don't like that. I hate that. I don't like the direction of the game is always mobile. It's just like, I'm tired of having to deal with so many things running around and flying around. And I get it's a superhero game, but like to a point, this just becomes really exhausting to deal with. Maybe if you're not a strategist player, you don't know. You guys know I climbed all roles and I climbed both on PC and console. I don't care where you are. It gets exhausting to have to deal with all these flying or swinging, or it's really exhausting. So I don't really like how we're going to remove the strength of some strategists being able to solo these heroes, because it's exhausting for not only the strategist but for everybody else involved. If you're a tank, you don't want to have to worry about a freaking Spider-Man all the time. You're a DPS, you don't want to have to worry about all these things. Like, you want to play the game, not play babysitter. So I don't really like how we're going to be removing strength from the healers that are capable of fending for themselves. Like, I don't know, bro. It gets really exhausting. Okay, let's listen. Let's hear him out. I'm sorry, that's my soapbox.
So backline fights become more balanced. For Vanguards, Hawk and Captain America will be buffed.
I mean, he needs it.
So they can better fulfill team roles in the new environment.
Well, they both need it.
Doctor Strange will have improved mobility and damage, making him a greater threat to nearby
That's
enemies.
fine.
Angela, who faces low risk thanks to her flight and shield, will be slightly nerfed to balance her matchup experience. For Duelists, Daredevil will be appropriately nerfed.
Okay.
Iron Fist and Blade will be buffed, so
Blade needs a buff. That character was rough. I was supposed to do a Zero to Hero series playing him, but obviously I haven't dropped anything. But I wanted to wait until the new season drops, so there's going to be some more content on the channel. But he needs a buff. Iron Fist, I just don't like. Delete the character, bro. I don't care what you do. This character is broken. Yeah. If anything, though, I would like for them to reduce his tank KO potential and just put a little bit more into assassinations. Make him a little bit less of a bruiser character like Magic. Having these characters be able to withstand 3,000 damage and then be able to one-shot when they want to is a little bit absurd. So I would prefer, I mean, his one-shot potential is nowhere near as high as Magic's, but I would prefer not to have to deal with characters freaking decimating tanks while also being able to attack the backline for free and just survive a team fight for 3 hours. Is that bias?
Death Duelists are more balanced overall. Namor will become less reliant on his team-up ability, which will be turned down.
Really?
But his base abilities will be strengthened.
Really? I didn't think Namor was in a really bad spot at all, so that's interesting.
For strategists, Gambit's regular combat power will be reduced.
I literally said that in the stream. I was like, they don't really need to reduce anything other than his damage. Like, that'll be fine.
While his ultimate will remain strong offensively,
Yeah.
his healing output will be lowered.
What? They reduced his healing output? I just think they need to reduce the damage. His healing is insane, but it's not like better than all the, this is crazy. We're gonna see. I can't wait to read that one because I don't think he needs a healing drop. Character might just be bad. Wait, hold on. What? see.
Invisible Woman's Guardian Shield and Self-Healing will also be appropriately nerfed.
Yeah, I think Invisible Woman was... I don't think the changes that they made to her was bad, but I think that they... I don't think the changes that they made to her was bad, but I think the value of everything was a little bit ridiculous. And I also think the shield probably needs a little bit of a longer cooldown if it's broken, because that thing just comes back instantly. But I still think the overall change was fine. Maybe just adjust the numbers. That's all.
For Cloak and Dagger, World of Light Force and Terror Cape will now share charge counts,
Really?
giving players more options based on the battlefield situation. This
Wait. Did I just what? Did I hear that wrong? How did that sound like a buff? Wait, hold on.
and Dagger, World of Light Force and Terror Cape will now
Oh, there's charges. So you can double curtain or double. Oh God!
share charge counts,
I'm tired of them touching this
giving
character.
players more
I
options
hate her.
based on the battlefield
Get them out the
situation.
game, bro.
This isn't everything. Please check our upcoming balance patch notes for full details. We will also be sharing Season 5.5 hero pick rates and win rates soon.
Game mode adjustments, resource rumble.
Based on our data analysis and community feedback, we are removing Resource Rumble and its map from Quick Match. We will be iterating on this mode based on the scale of 18 versus 18 battles. And once ready, it will return bigger and better in a future season.
Well, that's cool. Oh, was I right about the zombies? Or no? Let's see. I mean, they're moving
The
it for
zombie
sure.
mode has had its issues, but you've shown it lots of love. So we extended its run twice. With the Season 6 update, Marvel Zombies will officially be dead and buried.
You didn't have to say
But
it
don't
like
worry,
that.
I promise. With my hair as Crotro,
He's
then we
stupid.
will bring you a
He's
brand new
stupid.
PvE mode in the first half of 2026.
He's stupid for that.
I hope you look forward to it. Ignite the battle.
He's stupid for that. I love their team, dude. He's stupid for that. Like I said, I would prefer a solo duo queue, a reset ladder, or something like that. I feel like ranks don't match how good players should be. But we already talked about this on my stream. So hopefully, eventually, they will get down to assessing the rank situation and really hone in on it. But I'm excited for everything that's coming. I really want to see the patch notes because the way that he's talking has me horrified, but also excited. So we're gonna have to see. You know that I do this on Friday when the patch drops. I stream it. I go over the patch notes. Then I play with you guys, and we see the new character and all that extra stuff. So everything's gonna pop off on Friday. So make sure you're there if you guys want to hang out. Until next time, you know what I always say. You guys are doing what? Popping often. Will often.